Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you can't tell by the title, we've got a new exciting palette to play with. Yes, this is a newly launched palette. I'm guessing you can tell by the title what it is. But yeah, I have the new Beauty Bay Love Notes palette. I am super excited to play with this palette. So this launched on the 31st of January. It is one of their palettes that is at the £20 palettes. I absolutely adore these palettes. They've released quite a few now. I think they have about, they had about 5 of them or something. They were all like limited edition ones, other than like, I think the Sunset Horizons palette. But anyway, yeah, they've released quite a few of these and the formula in them is always amazing. So as soon as I saw they were launching another one, I was like, hands up, I'm gonna grab it, let's go. So yeah, let's just get straight on into it. So if you didn't know, Beauty Bay have launched quite a few of these palettes before. I have reviewed all of them, I believe, up to now. Like I said, some of them are no longer available, unfortunately. But yes, they have launched a new one, and this is one for like Valentine's Day. They did do one last year for Valentine's Day, and they launched the palette, and then they launched some like liquid eyeshadows as well, liquid crystal eyeshadows. They haven't launched anything else with this other than the palette, so I am super excited to get into it. So this is what the outer box looks like. It looks like it has like a little, it's like a letter stamp or something, like a seal, a letter seal on the packaging. I absolutely love it. It's just a beautiful lilac shade. And on the back, it just has a little like message saying step into a daisy haze and become obsessed with the Love Notes palette, featuring 20 shades that are wearable for every day while still allowing you to get creative. You're going to fall in love with this palette time after time, ranging from soft lavenders to playful florals and sparkly pinks. Let us introduce you to your new makeup suitor. I'm excited. It's giving me very like Bridgerton kind of vibes, if that kind of makes sense. If you guys ever watched Bridgerton, like that kind of era, and I'm here for it. So that's the box, and then when you take the palette out, this is the palette. I love this. Again, the packaging is beautiful. It's lilac, very like whimsical, I guess you can say. Just pretty, like really pretty like patterns on the on the palette, sorry, and then it's got the name of the palette in the middle, as always. Absolutely love it. And again, on the back, it just says the same little message as it did on the actual box. But yeah, I love this. Absolutely obsessed with the packaging. I think it is beautiful. And when you open it up, these are the shades. So yeah, a lot of like pinky, purpley, lilac-y kind of shades. And then there is a couple of neutrals as well, right off the bat. So yeah, there looks to be like a little corner with like some neutrals in it, so you can create like an everyday kind of look. But then there is a lot of like pinky tones, a couple of purples, like there's a couple, definitely a few like pastel kind of shades in here, which I am not mad about. So yeah, I am super excited to play with this palette. It looks insane. The shimmers as well look stunning. So it looks like there's 12 mattes and the rest are shimmers. So it's like 12 mattes, 8 shimmers. But yeah, I'm like super excited. There's a couple of beautiful shimmer shades in here. I personally find the shimmers in this palette have been like some of the best shimmers that they've ever created, and I think they're starting to bring that more into like their bigger palettes, which I really love them for. So yeah, I am super excited to play with this. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to swatch a few of the shades that really stand out to me, and then we're going to get into jumping into an eye look. Okay, so here's a few of the shades swatched. Look at them. I have to say, it's a very appealing palette in terms of like the colour story. Like I feel like all the shades kind of go together, even like the browns and the purples. But yeah, it is beautiful. Again, I would expect nothing less from Beauty Bay, because honestly, when they launch a palette, when they launch like one of these palettes, the quality is always insane. So yeah. Also, guys, I've totally forgot to mention these palettes retail for £15. They all retail for £15 when they're like this size. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna prime my lids, zoom you guys in, and then we're gonna jump into creating an eye look. I am super excited, so let's go. Okay guys, so I am back. I've quickly just primed my lids. Please excuse that there is pink stained on them. I filmed yesterday, so yeah, I just did use the Beauty Bay eye base in base number 2 to prime. Yeah, jumping into the palette, I really want to go in with, I think I'm going to take a little bit of Glove. Is that what it's? Glove? Yeah. This shade here first. It's such a pretty palette. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take that shade first. And I'm going to do a bit of a different kind of eyeshadow shape today, guys. I know. I know. So I'm going to take it to about there. I think. Right off the bat, that shade is super pigmented, like no issues at all. And I'm also going to take it as like a winged out kind of effect. Match it up on the other eye. But yeah, right off the bat, this shade is super pigmented. Really nice. If you do want to see any of my other looks using any of the other Beauty Bay palettes, I'll try and remember to link it. Like to link them like in a playlist, maybe, something like that. So I'm going to take the shade Lilac next, which is this one here. And I'm going to start to blend out around the edges up here. I'm going to hope it kind of blends out. It's quite a deep purple that I've used, so I'm hoping that it does. Might take a little bit of time, but yeah, we'll be able to get there. I do actually really like the shades in this palette. Like, they look stunning, like stunning. As I'm doing it, I'm going to go back into the Glove shade just to kind of like help build that up and make it a bit more like blended. So I'm going to go back into like both shades, if you will, just to like help blend them out some more, whatnot, if you kind of get my drift. And then I'm going to blend out the other one. It's a bit harder to blend out this one, but I think I saw someone do like a similar eye shape to this. I've seen it somewhere and I was like, I want to give it a go. However, I know that mine's not going to be as good as theirs because theirs was sickening. And I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm that good. I don't really know whether to go underneath it as well to like blend it out, or otherwise I'll just keep it. I think I'm just going to keep it up top and then I'll like clean it up, if you will. Yeah. And then again, just kind of go back into the Glove shade. And then go back into the Lilac shade. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Lavender, which is this shade here, and just blend out a little bit more just above, up top kind of thing. So far, these shades are beautiful. Again, like I said, I would never expect anything less from Beauty Bay. I feel like they always just kill it, like, every single time. Always. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of it up here. Not too much. I feel like because I'm gonna put a shimmer like here, I don't really think it's gonna matter too much. Like how good it kind of looks, if that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm going to quickly do is I'm just going to build these shades up like one more time, build them up, blend them out, whatnot, and then we'll back to do a lid shade together. So yeah, I'll be right back. Guys, I am back. I've quickly just done that. I'm a lot happier with how it's kind of blended and whatnot. So yeah, I'm not going to cut my crease or anything today because I just want to keep it like, I don't know, not as perfect. Do you know what I mean? I don't really know what shade to take for like, oh, that's pretty. Where is this one? This one is like calling my name. That's pretty as well. It's between these two. I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Princess, which is this purple shade here. And I'm basically gonna pop that all the way up there, if that kind of makes sense. I hope it does. Hope it makes sense. I'm going to see what it's like with this brush first. It's not too bad. I am not mad. I'm not mad about it. I wonder what that would look like on top. Should I try it? This is the shade Pillow, which is this one here. I'm gonna pop a little, just like a smidge on top just to see kind of like what it looks like. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm gonna put a little bit above that pillow just as like a brow bone highlight as well. Oh yeah. I'm not mad at that. I am not mad. What I'm gonna quickly do is I'm just gonna go ahead, just do the rest of my base, everything off camera, my lashes, whatnot, and then I'll be back to kind of give you guys like my thoughts on the palette so far. Obviously I can't speak for like every single shade because I've only used 3 of them, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, just do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I am back. This is the finished look. What do you guys think? I decided to stick on a couple of like gems and like butterfly sequin thingies, so yeah, I'm kind of digging it. So yeah, let's talk about the palette. I love it. Oh, by the way, on my lower lash line I basically just put the dark purple and the lilac shade, but blended out basically. But yeah, let's talk about the palette. First off, absolutely adore the packaging. I think the packaging is beautiful. Like, it's very like on theme with the colour story inside, that kind of thing. When you look at the colour story, I love it. At first I kind of thought this is a boring palette. Like I was looking at it and I thought it's quite boring compared to their other ones. However, now that I've had time to kind of like sit down and look at it in person and play with it, I really quite like it. I'm here for it. I really quite like it. It's very pretty. I like how there is a couple of new like everyday shades, like the brown tones up here that you can kind of use. I do really appreciate that. I think they're really quite nice. I appreciate them being in the palette. It's great if you just prefer it in like everyday shades. If you wanted a palette with pinks and purples but you still wanted to have some everyday shades in there, this would be great. Love the pinks, very beautiful. I thought there might have been a deeper pink similar to this kind of shade, but I feel like this one will be beautiful. I think it's like a burgundy kind of shade, like a reddy kind of burgundy. Very pretty. I like the pinks. The purples I'm really in love with, especially like the shimmer shade. Like this shade here is stunning. Yeah, I am living for it. I like how there's enough mattes in here so you can create a variety of looks. Like I feel like you can create quite a few different looks with it. But then I like the shimmers. The shimmers are always the star of the show for me personally. But yeah, I am obsessed. Love the colour story. The shades are so easy to work with. Same as in like all their other palettes. Super easy to work with. Not had a problem with any of them. They all like packed on and blended out beautifully. The shimmer was really easy to apply. I love it. I'm here for it. If you did like the colour story in this palette, 1000% would recommend because it is stunning. So yeah, I guess that's it for today's video, guys. If you want me to do like another review on it, please let me know, because of course I can do that for you guys. Just let me know. Let me know what you think of the look. I actually really like it. I'm digging it. So yeah, everything else I'm wearing on my face I'll of course link in the description box down below as always. And yeah, if you did like this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, so it really helped me out. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!